Justin Gaethje, closing as a slight underdog tonight at home against Dustin Poirier.
MMA is such a big part of our lives that Selena doesn't generally watch, but she's at home right now, glued to the TV, John. She texted me, said, I gotta watch this one.
Gotta do it. Dustin Poirier in the black trunks. Justin Gaethje is in blue.
Gaethje has to be one of the best leg kickers MMA has ever seen. I'm not saying in MMA right now. He's got to be one of the best leg kickers MMA has ever seen.
Nice straight right lands for Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje's already cut, doesn't care though, still pressuring forward, trying to get past that jab of Poirier. Watch the counter right hook of Poirier. That's going to be one of his best weapons. He steps out and hits that counter right hook.
Not a great location for that cut. Appears to be bothering Gaethje a little bit.
The inside kick's killing Poirier's leg though. DC, you're right. If he does not start checking that, he's going to have no power in his left hand or his jab.
Gaethje likes to fight on the inside. Poirier is better at range, but at range is where Gaethje can land those kicks.
He's crowding Poirier's power. He's keeping him so stuffed that he can't get Gaethje at the end of his punches, and so he's crowding his power.
Oh, nice combination by Poirier. Nice long combination. It was blocked, but a nice long combination. Good jab by Gaethje. Poirier is doing a good job of returning when he's getting kicked, but he's got to defend or check these leg kicks.
And at least in the early going, Poirier willing to fight at Justin Gaethje's preferred pace.
And he just looked at the clock 2 minutes in.
Well, certainly Dustin has earned Gaethje's respect. You saw how quickly he covered up.
Poirier doing a good job staying heavy on the offense, though. He's landing right back. He's not stepping back and just eating shots. He's landing back with Gaethje.
This is what we expected. These guys fighting in a phone booth.
Yep.
Poirier's gonna have to get some respect and get Justin moving back a little bit.
Oh yeah. That was heavy.
Or go to the body. That's why Alvarez had so much success, going to the body.
Gaethje has absorbed a lot of significant strikes here early. 38 to the head already for Poirier. Under 90 seconds, round one. Little slip there by Gaethje.
Oh, that was a heavy hook, though, that Poirier just landed. Nice left hook around the ear of Gaethje in the pocket. The leg kicks are adding up for Gaethje, though. That's going to really pay dividends in the second round. If he can survive, I mean, you got 30 seconds left and Gaethje's eating some shots.
Poirier is big and powerful at 155 pounds.
And of course, Gaethje doesn't cut a lot of weight to make this 156-pound limit.
No, he said that the only year he All-American in wrestling was the year that he just didn't cut any weight.
Right.
So he's taken that approach in his mixed martial arts career too.
Yep.
He said that the guys that are cutting weight fade as he puts the pressure on him. That's what he's counting on. He's saying, I'm going to chop his leg down and tire him out because he's cutting weight. I'm not. I'll have energy in third, fourth, fifth rounds, and he'll be done and chopped down.
Big hook landed there for Gaethje in that exchange. Great first round. Great first round.
Trevor Wittman just seems to be the perfect yin to Justin Gaethje's yang. Very interesting to watch them go back and forth. Wittman thought Gaethje won that first round, but he said, don't worry about banking rounds. Just go beat this kid up. Round two underway now.
Both guys found success in that round. Gaethje did a lot of good work with those leg kicks, but also Poirier did good work with his boxing.
The jab of Gaethje's landing a lot as well. He's using that jab very effective.
Starting to feint now. Nice level change by Poirier.
And that's because that leg's hurting.
Oh yeah. Big shot lands for both guys.
Stop.
Dustin Poirier dealing with an eye poke. We'll see if we can take a look at it. Poirier seems ready to.
You've been keeping your hands open a lot. You gotta keep your hands up. That was right in the eye.
Pretty stern warning there from Herb Dean.
And now you're giving Justin Gaethje a rest from the beating and from the pressure, and now he can pressure even more than he did in the first place. I think that Poirier should have kept going.
Well, and I think that's what Dustin said. I don't want to bring in the doctor. I don't want to give Gaethje a break, but
You give Gaethje a break, that's the last thing you want to do. You got to hope that the damage accumulates on him. But if you give him a rest, he gets rest from the beating he's taken too.
It looked like maybe Gaethje just got warned again, a little softer that time by Herb Dean.
Gaethje can throw the, oh, nice combination by Poirier.
And he ate it and then threw a hook and landed his own hook in Gaethje.
I think that's his best strike. I think that's Gaethje's best punch, is the left hook.
Okay.
This legendary chin of Justin Gaethje has been tested tonight. It is held up through the fight's first 7 minutes. Gaethje with a glancing left, able to land. Oh, wow. Both fighters landing in the pocket.
I mean, it's crazy watching Justin Gaethje fight because this is the way the fight goes every single time. They wonder why he's been in the UFC for 3 fights and has had 2 main events already. Because if you want good fights, you stick Gaethje in there.
First UFC fight was the main event.
Yeah, and you put him in there with guys like Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, and Michael Johnson.
Nice
Nice combination by Poirier.
Very nice. He's landed 4 or 5 punches in a row, and Gaethje just eats them.
Got to go to the body. If you're fighting Justin Gaethje, you got to go to the body. I think that's why Eddie Alvarez did so well.
Agreed.
He invested in the body early.
Gaethje could take damage to the head because it hurts, but if you take away the air out of his lungs, that's the one way you got to fight Gaethje.
And for the first time in the fight, Poirier thought there briefly about a strategy change, unable to take Gaethje down on that attempt. Poirier seems to be moving okay, but some significant swelling in and around that right knee.
Nice combination. He's just touch, 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 and then power at the end.
65% for Dustin Poirier as we approach the 1 minute mark here in round 2 of a possible 5.
I mean, through 2 rounds, Dustin Poirier is over 120 punches landed. 120 strikes landed.
It's a crazy pace.
It's unbelievable that these guys have to fight 25 minutes.
He has to go to the body more. Gaethje's only headhunting, and that's a problem.
Right hand lands flush over the top for Poirier.
Oh, nice single leg by Poirier. Can he finish this?
That would be enough.
Oh, good
nice
elbow right there.
hook.
Good elbow by Gaethje. Oh, nice.
Now Gaethje with some uppercuts here in the clinch.
Goes
Kick up
high
top
with the
for
kick.
Gaethje. Whoa! What a show all of these fighters have put on here in Glendale, Arizona tonight. Round 3 of a possible 5 here.
This is a big round for Dustin Poirier in terms of him having to dig deep to stay in this fight. Justin Gaethje has some momentum. Looking at the posture of Poirier going back to his seat, it wasn't encouraging if you're Team Dustin.
What's interesting is Poirier took all the damage to the leg, Gaethje took all the damage to the head, and it looks like the leg damage hurt more than the head damage somehow.
Well, it usually does, right?
I
It usually
agree.
does, especially with a guy like Justin Gaethje who's so good at kicking your legs. And the cut on the eye of Poirier happened very quick at the end of that round. He was fine, and all of a sudden he's got this nasty cut on the left eye.
And he still hasn't taken 1 shot yet.
And Poirier said he didn't necessarily fear the one-punch knockout power of Justin Gaethje, but he breaks a lot of guys who say, I've had enough, this guy's a maniac.
Yes.
And Gaethje at his maniacal best here tonight, under 4 minutes now, round 3.
Nicely timed takedown, but it's so frustrating when you take somebody down, and Poirier wanted just 1 second to breathe on top of him, and he gets right back up. Nice body shot by Poirier.
Well, a lot of people didn't think we would get to the 3 minute mark of round 3. Both guys have had their moments.
And he slipped the jab and came over with the 2, and you saw Poirier go, whoa, 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 whoa. What was that?
He's hurt.
Big elbow
Dustin
landed.
Poirier's hurt.
Yep, he's stuck on the fence, and now he's hoping. He wants to wrestle.
He's got to take time. He's got to back up and find some space. You can't try to go head first in here. You got to grab. Justin Gaethje is too smart. He's going to pick his shot. He won't waste energy and go crazy.
He's going to start hanging on the head, elbow and uppercut from here, make it dirty. See, Gaethje just heads him off every time. You see Poirier circle out, and then Gaethje walks in front of him again and again. He doesn't follow him at all. He always heads you off and keeps you in the box.
And you saw Poirier move that right leg back Just the thought of eating another one, and there goes Gaethje again. Perhaps though Poirier getting a second win here.
He's in great shape. He came in shape for this fight. He hasn't stopped either. He's fighting his heart out right now. Gaethje's just landing a little heavier shots to those legs, and that's why you're seeing such an effect on Poirier. It's the leg shots.
The crazy thing is, we talked about the Eddie Alvarez fight, but that was only 3 rounds. I mean, these guys have to do this for 2 more rounds if we get to the corners.
Big deep breath from Gaethje. You're talking about 2 of the toughest fighters on this roster, top to bottom. Putting on an absolute show tonight. Poirier now.
And Dustin Poirier is landing strikes and shots of his own. It's just that right now he's wearing the fight on his face, and in his reactions a little bit more than Justin Gaethje.
And Trevor Whitman to our immediate right. He's been smiling the whole time. Under a minute to go, round 3. The leg kicks for Gaethje, 73% on 51 attempts.
Trevor's smiling because this is what he sees every day, right? He knows ultimately what the ending of this type of fight usually is for Justin Gaethje. And if you're Dustin Poirier, right now is not the time to be throwing everything with 100% power.
Ooh, another eye poke there. He may take a point here.
That's a big break for Dustin Poirier.
Well, the crowd doesn't like it, but DC, you don't seem to like it either. There was a stern warning earlier. Herb Dean decides to take a point here.
You have to, right? If you're following the rules, you get a stern warning, and then a point is taken.
Well, that has incited the masses in support of Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje's pretty angry about that. Let's see what he does about it.
Here we go, final seconds of round 3, and that point deduction could end up huge if we do go the distance tonight.
Justin Gaethje has really good footwork. He does not chase his opponents ever.
Looked like a Poirier eye poke at the end of the round now. So here we go with round 4.
Gotta go.
And potentially a 3rd round there, Dom, for Justin Gaethje would have gone into the books as a 9-9 with a point deduction.
Yeah, you don't know what that's going to do to the decision, but I mean, right now I think Gaethje's ahead pretty well, so we'll see what happens. But now Poirier's got 1 eye poke too, so if he pokes Gaethje back in the eye a second time, it could be even on the scorecards with that point deducted from Poirier too.
Well, for Justin Gaethje, despite the fact that he has a lot of experience in 5-round fights, this is the first time he's seen a 4th.
Big left hand lands by Poirier. He's looking for the finish here.
Gaethje hurt.
Gaethje's hurt bad, but he's been here before.
Gaethje nearly out on his feet. Poirier continues to land.
But he doesn't have the wherewithal to clinch.
Dustin Poirier,
goodness!
knockout!
What? Oh my gosh, he does it.
He does not.
Big punch.
A fight for the ages in Glendale goes to the Louisianan, Dustin Poirier.
Declaring the winner by TKO, Dustin the